So, welcome to the episode 1, the tutorial. Let me tell you a little bit about myself first. My name is Longshanks83, and I am your host. I've been playing Hearthstone now since the Grand Tournament. I have reached rank 2 and between ranks, 5 and 2 regularly. Prior to playing Hearthstone, years ago, I played Magic the Gathering and thoroughly enjoyed the trading card game genre. What I'm looking to do with this series is teach you how to start, because the game has now been out 4 years. So some people, you might be asking yourself, is it worth it to me now? The game's 4 years old. Now, I've had people come up and ask me this, friends, my son's friends, and the answer is yes, it is. So, what I'm going to do is take you step by step, learning the basics, learning the cards, learning how they synergize together to make devastating combos where you're smashing your opponent in the face. It's not going to be all about what they call OTK decks, otherwise known as over the top. So as you can see, I'm starting right from scratch. We're going to get some funny little cinematic, and we're going to get a free packs card. Here's our free pack. So you just
A new challenger. It's Jaina Proudmore.
a very versatile hero is Jaina. The first bit is the tutorial. You have to go through this. This is going to teach you the very basics. You'll have a little screen with each one showing you. So what I'm going to do is go through this with you. Oh. So he's just dropped a minion. Now as you can see, this minion has a 2-1. Now the first number, this is your attack number. The second number is your health number. When he ended his turn, it's the start of our turn. So we dropped the Murloc Raider. Basic card. 2 attack, 1 heal. If you played Magic the Gathering before, it's like having summoning sickness. You can't do anything at the end of your turn. Don't forget to click end. So he hit me direct to the face. Now you have a choice. You can either hit him in the face, or you can get rid of his minion. Because you do 2 attack and he has 1 life.
Another minion, just what I needed.
Well, so if I play this minion, now what would usually happen would be if I hit him in the face with a 2-1, in his next turn he's going to hit my Razorfen. So by killing him, and then in my turn, next turn I have a 3-2 available against Hogger. Ah. Now he has no cards.
He must have been saving one.
So, we now have the River Crocolisk. Now I think what I'm going to do is summon the River Crocolisk. As you can see, this one has 2 attacks but it has 3 health. This one has 3 attacks and 2. So I'll summon that and go straight to the face with our little friend here. Now he's going to kill him. And he's going to drop a 5-2. We have another Raptor. Now, you have a choice. Obviously, you're going to be playing this minion. I can choose to go to his face, to go to 5. But that's leaving me with a 3. This guy has 5 attack. So I'm going to kill him. And then my turn. Oh, he's going to deal full damage. And he went straight to the face. This is good. He now has no cards.
It can only be used once.
So we're going to hit.
Make it count.
Now, in a mage deck, this is your favourite little card. It's called the Fireball. It does 6 damage. Now, this can either go to hit your opponent in the face, or to knock out a very, very high health minion. And there's nothing quite like straight to the face, -2. We beaten Hogger. Nice round of applause, fireworks in the background. And we have Arcane Intellect. Now, Arcane Intellect is a 3-cast card, so it's on turn 3. And it's draw 2 cards. This is a process called cycling. You're trying to get more cards out of your deck to get the more advantageous card. And now we're playing against Millhouse Manastorm.
Jaina versus Millhouse Manastorm.
So, expend your mana each turn to crush this annoying gnome.
Jaina, prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Manastorm.
So we have first turn. We have a Murloc Raider and a Fireball.
Go first.
So we know in the turn, so we have something to cast turn 1. So we're going to play the Murloc Raider out first, end our turn.
What kind of minion is that? A Murloc?
Gotta love this.
Ow, ow, this card is incredible. Just you wait until I get some more mana.
My mana has been restored.
So we now have 2 mana. So I'm going to play the Bloodfen Raptor, and I'm going to hit him in the face. So now I have 5 available damage next turn, either to the face, which will take him down to 13, or I have a ability to kill. Arcane Explosion.
What?
Winning! Duh!
Now what I'm going to do this time is I have a choice. I could smack him in the face for 3, or I could play one of these 2 cards. Now, the Arcane Intellect you've just seen. But I also have another ability, the Raid Leader, which has an ability because when he's on the board, any minion you also have, it's an extra 1 attack. So that's going to take him down to 14 life. I'm going to play the minion.
Watch the mustache.
So next turn I have the availability of a 6 damage. There goes that. Now I have a choice. I can summon the Crocolisk, or I can Fireball, or I can that. I want the minion. I'm trying to get him as close down to that mystical 6, so I can. You see, now he's drawing a mana card. Now here's the thing. Always remember to do your maths. You know that I've got 5, but 12 from 5 is 7. That's not enough. So we want to play the Raptor, leaving us 3 mana, and now we'll play our Arcane Intellect. Oh, so we got a second Raid Leader and a new ability, which was played on us earlier, Arcane Explosion, which is deal 1 damage to all enemy minions. Very early on game, nice. It's a cheap board clear.
Jaina, I hope you like Doom.
So he's going to go Fireball. So I've won. Now here's the thing. Nobody likes a showboat. So what we're going to do is literally go. We're going to play the Fireball to the face. Kill him with the Raptor. -2. Not bad. Ah, the Novice Engineer. Now this one has an ability called Battle Cry. When you play this card, a Battle Cry effect can happen. in this case, draw a card. So you play this minion into battle, and as you play him, you get a card out of your deck. It's like a cycle, but you haven't had to pay for it.
We'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Our next minion is Lawwalker Cho. So let's have a go against Lawwalker Cho.
Jaina versus Lord Walker Cho.
So when minions fight each other, they both take damage. That is true. Unless your minion has 0 attack.
Lord Walker Cho.
Show me what you've learned.
Now, we have a 1-cast minion and a 2-cast minion. This is what, and a 3-cast minion. This is what is referred as to the curve. The curve is obviously the arc of your mana growing. So you get 1 on the first turn, in your second turn you're on 2, in the third 3, fourth 4, 5, 5, so on and so on. So we know we can play in turn 1 to turn 2 to turn 3. So we're going to play our Murloc Raider in turn 1.
I am not all that.
Now bearing in mind, we're watching, see what our opponent plays, whether it's worth trading to destroy a minion, or whether it's worth smacking him in the face. Now, because he only has 1 attack and 1 defense, and I have 2 attacks, it's more advantageous for me to smack him in the face. So we're going to play our Raptor, and we're going to smack him in the face, and end our turn.
Even a single point of damage can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
That is so true. Now we're on a 2. Once again, still advantageous. So, but this time what I'm going to do is play a raid leader. Makes him a 4-2. And of course, he's going to get smacked in the face. Ah, the River Crocolisk. Now we have 4. What I'm going to do, I'm leaving the minion this time, because obviously I couldn't kill him with the 2-2. However, oh, here we go. He used a power card. Now that card, now all the cards that you played are all here, so you can keep a track. Was the Legacy of the Emperor, which gives all of his minions +2/+2. So that's +2 attack and +2 health. That makes them quite nasty. So what we're going to do is we're going to play now. So I could kill him in theory quite easily, but we don't want to do that. What we want to do is play this. So we're going to play a double here. And they're also going to play the Murloc. We're going to destroy the 3. That leaves him with the 2. So let's see how this one works out. Now we're getting more minions on the board. Have you noticed I've kept Arcane? So basically now what I have to do is destroy his minions. So what we're going to do first, we're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to Arcane Explosion. And now we are going to clear the board. So he now has no minions, but because of the Arcane Intellect, I still have 2 cards.
Who can heal as well as
A healing card. Someone called for the doctor. Now, there's his battle cry. So he healed himself. That one. So this time what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the Novice Engineer. And I'm going to play the Oasis Snapjaw. Now, I could play any of these cards. If I play this one, it's a 5-1. So it's liable to trade it. But I could play the forward that, or I could play my Nightblade. I'm going to play the Nightblade. That ability of its battle cry was to deal 3 damage to the enemy hero when it comes out.
Fear leads to anger.
Anger leads to hate. Hate.
Leads to an upset tummy.
Now remember how I said before, if I'd have played him, he would have traded.
You are naive, Lord Walker.
Now, I'm going to destroy him.
This one.
And I'm going to destroy him. I have 8 available. So I'm going to summon both minions. So he's going to heal. So he has now 18. So now we're going to do, remember what I said, always use your maths. So we have 5, 9, 10, 11, plus 6. 11 plus 6 is 17. So we're going to draw 2 cards. Now we have a double. So how are we going to play this? This way. I'm going to destroy that minion. Destroy that minion. And I'm going to play that. Now I've left the 2 fireballs. This is what's called a synergy or a combo. The design is I could just kill him with a 5, 9. Or I could do this. Double combo. The one thing I hate when I'm playing against a mage is when they double combo fireball me for 12 damage. But it's lovely to see it work when it's on your side. So that was Lorewalker Cho. And we got the Wolf Rider. Now he has an ability called Charge. Basically what that means is he can come on the board and attack right away. So he's a very reactive card. So
It's been an honor, Lord Walker.
and next is King Mukla. So come on, King Mukla. Let's see what you've got for me.
Versus King Mukla.
Don't understand the card? Mouse over it. Very true. Take your time. You don't have to rush. See now this one, I've got a 1, 3 and a 4. So I don't have a perfect curve, but I can hope for a 2 cask. So I can hope for a 2 cask, can't I?
It's King Mukla. Get him while he's alone.
So we're going to play the Murloc Raider first. And end our turn. Oh, we have bananas.
All these monkeys throwing bananas at me.
Now, what I can do is hold this. So I could, in theory, play this into this. So he has 1 attack, I have 2. But this, when he played his ability, it was to throw a banana. So he threw me a banana. So what's the banana? The banana is to give a friendly minion +1/+1. So, how can I use this to my advantage? The first way is with him. I can plot him into the board for 1, making it with a 1/1, and then for an extra point, make him a 2/2. Which means I'm going to destroy him, leaving him still on 1 life, but still giving me the advantage to kill. So, we're going to play him into that, to the minion, into his face. Trying to keep his board as minionless as possible. Here we go, there's another banana.
Monkeys.
Deal 2 damage. Okay, now
All you've got, Mukla? Just barrels?
I have a River Crocolisk. Now because I have another banana, what I could do is I could play the River Crocolisk into that. Alternatively, what I could do is next turn, on turn 4, is play a Wolf Rider, which is a 3-1. Add a 1, so it makes him a 4-2. I think that's what I'm going to do. So, or what I can do is play the River Crocolisk, kill him, and then, so yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to destroy him with a 2-1, straight to the face. Sometimes you may leave mana, it happens. Deal 2 damage to all enemies. Good thing I played him. So now what I'm going to do is cast this. His charge. I'm going to play that. And now I can do 6 points of damage. Straight to the face. Nothing on the board. I still have another Wolf Rider. I still have my Fireball. And I still have the ability to heal. Ooh, now what do we have?
Kill that ape so I can finish off Mukla.
So, I could play this in one of 2 ways. The first, I could just smack him right in the face. The second, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to play that first, to make him a 5-2. Now, I'm going to naturally assume my opponent has another one of those barrels. So if he does, he can do 2 damage to everybody. See, now this time, I don't have to deal with it. See? 2 damage to all enemies. So this time, we're going to play our Novice Engineer. And now we get a new card. This new card, Senjin Shieldmaster, has the ability called Taunt. Taunt is this. Basically, it's a wall. So when you play this, unless you have your opponent cast magic or an ability, he has to be destroyed before, unless that is before, he can then hit you in the face or destroy the minions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to play the Senjin Shieldmaster, and I'm going to end the turn. He'll do 2 more damage to me. Oh, there we go. But now I'm going to do a little bit more damage. So I'm going to destroy him. And then now what I'm going to do is play a Wolf Rider. I'm going to heal him to 3 and bring another minion. So now there's another 5 damage. He's down to 7. As long as I can do 1 damage.
Hear something?
As long as I can do 1 damage. Now that's unfair. Mukla's big brother. Game over. So what we're going to do, because we're not showboating, -1. Well done to us. King Mukla has been defeated. New ability, Polymorph. Now this is a spell. It transforms a minion into a 1/1 sheep. So if you have a very nasty minion you're fighting against, this card, very useful at the beginning.
I don't think that's the last we'll see of Mukla.
So, we are playing against Hemit Nessingwe. If you've played WoW, and you've played a long time, you really know this guy. The Green Hills of Stranglethorn. Oh, most hated quest for me. And in we go.
Jaina versus the one, the only, Hermit Nessingway.
I call him Nessingwe, but kill his minions or he'll overwhelm you.
Well, are you a pretty lass?
Watch your tongue.
Eh? Nobody talks to old Hemet like that. Ha! I go first.
But I get an extra card.
Oh, good, 'cause you'll need it.
I love this little interaction.
You know, this reminds me great tiger, Bangala. It's feast time!
Now, what I could do is play the minion and destroy him. Play the minion and that, or leave it. Now it recommends to destroy his minions, so let's do what it says.
A beast! I'll make a trophy of it!
No you won't, because he's now dead.
Hey, you're probably used to fighting against minions. Herrick fights his own battle!
Ah, Hemet Nesingweri. This is called a hero power.
I have some tricks of my own, dwarf.
So his hero power, which costs 2, is to deal 1 damage. We also have this ability. In the mage it's called Fire Blast, which is to deal 1 damage. Now this can hit the face or a minion. Very useful to remember that. So in this case, we're going straight to the face.
It's feast time!
Now, I have a 3 cost.
1 health. A perfect target.
Now, what I can do is destroy that minion. That's going to leave me with 1, which then gives me enough ability to summon a gold Shire Footman, which has taunt. So we'll summon our taunt minion, and we'll destroy his minion. Good going.
Have you read me book, The Green Hills of Stranglethorn?
Oh, way too many times, Hemet. Okay. Now, I really dislike this guy. So what I'm going to do now, I have a choice of how to play this. Now what I could do is summon this guy and this guy. Or I could just destroy him with a Fire Blast. I'm going to go with the raid leader and that. This way. Remember, I now destroy his minion and I hit him in the face for 2. No minion.
Maybe I should go back to writing. What you want?
We have another taunt minion. But of course, we're going to do it again. Now he has healed, that deals 1 damage. But I'm going to play my 2-1 into his 2-2. Summon the Wolf Rider. And I'm going to smack him in the face for 6. Down to 11.
Bow down before my huge bog creature!
So we have a Fen Creeper. That's 3-6.
Find a way to neutralize that thing.
Polymorph. So, by polymorphing it,
No fear!
destroy it. And he's now down to 5. What's he got for me now? Kind of gathered that. Ooh. Now, how am I going to play this? I have 7. I could sheep him for 4. That will leave 3. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sheep the minion. Then I'm going to destroy it with a fireball or fire blast. And to the face, that leaves him on 3. Now, do you remember earlier how it said about mousing over? Nightblade, Battle Cry, remember? Deals 3 damage to an enemy, he has 3 left. So, ooh. Now, I could do some extra damage, but let's be honest, we're going to put this guy out of his tough now, and we're going to summon the Nightblade. Battle Cry to the face, and Hemet Nesingweri has been defeated. And we got the Reckless Rocketeer, which is another charge card. It has 5 attack and 2 health. responsive.
Not the end of your safari.
But also, if it worked in coalition with the raid leader, that makes it a 6-2. Much nastier. Now, last game of the tutorial is against Illidan Stormrage. This might actually be the one I actually lose against, because I'm just that unlucky sometimes. But you just keep going. But let's see how we get on. This fight is totally not fair. Blame the terrible game design. I love that. At least they have a sense of humour. Oh, I remember that when I played Burning Crusade.
Just played 5 missions.
Okay, so we're going second. So we have a 2 cast, a 3 cast, a 4 cast, and a 5. So 1. Let's see what we get.
I don't have any cards that cost 1 mana.
If you don't,
This will be fun.
you just end your turn. Nothing you can do. The flames of Azeroth.
Hatred of 10,000 years.
Now what I could do... Yeah, when a weapon attacks, it loses durability. Now, I could just destroy it, or I could bring a minion out. So if I play this, it's likely what he's going to do is hit me the minion for 2 and use the Naga, and unless he has a 3 cost, use his hero power. I think the River Crocolisk is my best bet. Let's see if I'm right. Shoot 5 missiles. I was fairly close. Use something I didn't expect. So now we have 3. Let's destroy his minion. As you can see, I'm getting a nice array of cards.
Who shall be next to
This is important.
blades?
He's knocked me down to 21, he's on 28.
Flames of Azeroth.
So, we're using our hero power.
It's hero power. It's so strong.
You know nothing of power.
Now, that's got 2, that's got 2, that's got 2. I think playing a taunt minion, that'll get rid of both of those Flames of Azeroth and his weapon. Unless, of course... Oh, he's gone for the face. He's down to 25. Both of those are dead. Only now we have... Ooh. What I'm going to do is play my taunt minion, play my charge minion. Now I haven't healed. 4-2.
Power of the demon within.
He has to hit the 1-2. Only now I have 6. So now if I play my 4 cast cost and hit him in the face with my fire, we now are on 17. Now that ability, the Darkscale Healer, heals all friendly characters. Definitely not my favourite, I have to admit. Now, if I play 3-1 into that,
Focus on killing Illidan.
I'm going to ignore him. But I now have a 5-1. But I now have 8 damage available. Here's the difference. I can now play this. We want this minion. We're going to pull some life back. And we are going to hit him for 8. Which means there's a possibility for lethal. Fingers crossed. I have lethal. I've got to have lethal. Now, I have to admit, part of me, I'm a little bit mean. So, that's what I mean by a board clear. And now let's finish him off. Illidan, goodbye. So, that's it. We got Arcane Missiles, spell ability, 1 cast cost to deal 3 damage, and it's randomly split between all enemies. So if there's no enemies, it's going to his face. If there isn't, and by completing it, you get a pack of cards. We now have a quest. Win 5 practice games.
You can unlock new heroes in practice mode.
So, this is now your screen. This, nothing you can't touch. This is the ranked battles. See how it has 10 and 20 basic cards. 1 pack. What we're going to do, we're going to build this. Our other things, our collections.
Welcome to the collection manager. You can edit your
These
deck to add your newest cards.
are all the cards you currently possess. Now, it looks like a lot, but you will learn very quickly. We also have our quest log. So it shows you how many games you played in ranked, how many arena wins you won. When you play ranked, if you win 5 games, you get a ranked chest at the end of the month. And the idea is to get these guys up to level 60 and get the golden versions. They got cinematics then with them. And the last thing to talk about is the shop. Now, in the shop, this is where you'll get your packs with gold or money, depending on how you want to do it. So you can spend gold. So if you have 100 gold spare, you can buy yourself a free pack, so you don't have to spend actual money. But if you want to buy, 2 packs would be £3, 7 packs would be £9, 15 packs would be £17, 40 packs would be £44.19, well, £45, and 60 packs would be £60. So this is where this thing comes in, the best value. But you also have best value, the Winter Veil bundle, and then obviously Rastakhan Rumble and those expansions, and then they just go backwards. They all just go backwards. So, thank you for taking the time of going through the introduction and tutorial for Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft. If you've enjoyed this, don't forget to give us a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. Don't forget to leave us a comment saying whether you enjoyed it, you didn't enjoy it, what you'd like to see more of. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and then click that little notification bell so you make sure that you're ready for the next upload. For now, I've been Longshanks83. I hope you have a fantastic evening.